So babe, would you like to explain that we have all of these beautiful plants because I've been collecting plants for so long? It's been a really, really long journey with plants.
It's been since Mother's Day. It's August.
So what is that? May?
That's not very long.
June, July, August.
It's been 90 days.
Oh, good morning. Hey, where's your pouch, Charlie? Charlie, hey, go get your pouch. Where's your pouch at? You need to throw it away in the trash, okay? Go get it. Go get it. Okay, would you like to describe, explain this plant, babe?
So I'm looking at a tag here. It's Alba Russian pineapple.
What are the care instructions?
Well, it's not actually from Russia. It's from New Mexico. So
Thank you, baby.
it doesn't actually have care instructions. It's just got a picture. This is pineapple bird. No, you don't need it anymore.
No more pouches, baby. Hey, Charlie, we're gonna show our channel the plants.
Here.
Charlie, where are the plants at?
You take pineapple bird.
It's Pokey. Oh.
Yeah. It's a bird. It's pineapple bird.
Charlie, we're gonna show everybody the plants. Do you love the plants? Yeah? Okay, well, Mommy's gonna get started. Well, good morning, everybody. It has been forever since I have done a video. I think the last one I posted was, yeah, it was like a month ago for our Florida vacation. So let me just show you a little visual of what I have been doing every single day since vacation. So, I know that I told you in a previous video that I have a just slight addiction to plants right now. So, I wanted to do a video of actually showing you because I finally got my house sort of. It's not all the way there yet, but I started to get a bunch of plants and they were just all sitting on the ground in my room and around the house, and so I actually started to try to put in a little bit of design into it as well. So I think that my house actually looks pretty cute now. We've kind of redesigned, redecorated my bedroom. So all the plants, not all of them, most of the plants have an actual spot now that they will thrive and grow and be happy. So I want to walk around the house and show you my plants and how I'm kind of decorating with them and just show you this new hobby of mine. So let's go look. Okay, so we're actually gonna start outside because I want to try to show you all of my plants. So my front porch has, this is a TV tray. I am going to end up getting some type of, what I really want to do on this wall is get a cute like baker's rack put right there, and then maybe a super cute like little tiny chair or something beside it. Anyways though, this guy has grown like crazy and it was actually hanging down and I cut off a few and put it in the kitchen, which I'll show you. But this is called, there's a few different names. I think it's like genus name is called a Tradescantia. But I have mixed a purple and a white variegated one in here because when we went to Florida, it actually got knocked over and it broke up and I had to kind of like replant it all in there. So anyways, and I got this cute little hummingbird in Florida while we were there. But it also, there's like some nicknames. It's called a wandering Jew or a wandering dude. But this hummingbird I have to show you is so cute. It's like a little solar powered hummingbird, but watch it. Isn't that so cute? Anyways, so that's that one. I think it's super cute. I like the trailing plants. And then I have a few kind of sad, excuse my porch, I need to sweep it off. And there's also a mower going, of course, right now, so I hope you can hear me. But I have a few, these are called crotons, or crotons, whatever you want to call them. But anyways, I have a few of these, and I actually don't even know the exact name for these. This one is called a gold dust croton, but they actually grow into like pretty large, tall trees, but they require a ton of light to keep their color. They require a ton of water. So that's why that one looks a little bit sad, because they're very dramatic. If they do not get their water, they will just kind of flop over. But these two are actually doing pretty good. So anyways, those are my crotons. So we'll just move inside. And guys, there's gonna be this stuff out of place. I have a 2-year-old and an almost 5-month-old. So these plants are, well, this one in particular is very special to me. I got it back in the beginning of March after my grandma's memorial service. This was actually a plant, it was much smaller than this. It was kind of all tucked in the handle of the basket, and it has just gone crazy. But I am trying to keep this beauty alive just because it just means a lot to me now. But it has multiple things. It has some kind of palm. You can see some Dracaena back here. It has some Dieffenbachia or dumb cane. It has a little heartleaf philodendron and some white butterfly syngonium. So it is just beautiful, and I love it on my little entry table. Right next to it, I have this Dieffenbachia. I think it's called a Tropic Marianne, and it is just huge. I don't know why this is dangling over. I don't know a ton about Dieffenbachias yet. I know they can handle multiple lighting situations. They can handle low light, medium light, very indirect, bright light. I water them when they're dry, and yeah, they're beautiful, and I have multiple different varieties now. But that's that one, and I have it in this cute little basket down here. And then over here in the corner, I don't know if this is staying here, but it's just a giant golden pothos that's on, growing up a pole, if you can see. CJ got me this little barrel. I didn't know what to do with it, so it's living right here right now. But these leaves literally, like, look at them compared to my hand. They are humongous and beautiful. And it's just gonna keep growing up this, and we'll see if this stays here. The pothos are more of a low light plant, and so down here in my living room, I would say is more like low, maybe low to medium at certain times of the day, but all of these plants down here can handle low to medium light. Over here is another Dieffenbachia that actually just opened up a brand new leaf, but this one is called Camouflage. Again, this one's huge, but it is so pretty right there. And I got this little basket at a little antique store that matched this one that we already had. And then I got this basket as well. This is another Dieffenbachia. Oh, I take that back. I think that this one is called a Tropic Marianne. And I think this one over here in that basket is called a Camille. I'm pretty sure that's right. I think that's called a Dieffenbachia Camille. And then over here is this big boy. It's literally taking up my entire table, but I love it. But this is my macho fern, and he is literally huge, but I think he's so cool. So I'm new to ferns, but I know that they like to stay very moist, and they grow like crazy. So literally all of those, I think they're called fronds, are going to be touching the ground someday, and then I'll probably have to move it somewhere else. I really want to get a plant stand for it, like one of the, like a metal plant stand or something to elevate it a little bit, and then it can drape down over it, but I don't know where I want to put it, so it's sitting right there right now. I have my ZZ plant. The ZZ does stand for something, but I can never pronounce it, so I just call it ZZ. But this is just a standard ZZ plant. There is a Zinzi ZZ, and there's actually a variegated ZZ, which is beautiful, but super rare. I don't know if I'll ever have it. And then also, what's it called? Oh, a Raven ZZ. That's really, really cool. It comes in green like this one, but then as it matures, they turn jet black. So I would love to have one of those and a Zinzi, a little ZZ family down here someday. Then my mantle right here has this. It's kind of reverting back to green, but it's actually a marble pothos. You can see up here, that's what the leaves are supposed to look like. But I thought I saw some mealybugs on this, so this one is sitting by itself. It was up in my bedroom, but I'm treating it with neem oil, and it's just gonna sit by itself, not touching any other plants for right now. And then in this cute little crate, I just have 2 heartleaf philodendrons in here. It's just 2 little like 4-inch pots that I got, and I just wanted some trailing plants. I just wanted some trailing plants up here. So I just want it to kind of cascade down the fireplace mantle. But that is my living room. I think that's everything. So we'll move up to the kitchen. Okay, so right when you get in the kitchen, I have some English ivy in this basket that I'm kind of testing to see if it will do okay here. My kitchen has an, what is it? It's a west facing window. And then these south facing windows, north facing patio door. So it actually gets a lot of light all throughout the day really. But I have this English ivy. I've heard that it's very prone to spider mites. So when I wash it, I take it in the sink and completely, I use the little spray nozzle and completely wash off all the leaves and everything when I water it. So I'm hoping I can keep this guy happy. Over here, I got this cute ladder yesterday. I was so excited, and I think it was like $8 or $9. Look how cute that is, and it just kind of goes with our farmhouse theme. But on here, I have this fern, and I'll put the name of it on the screen because I can actually not remember what it's called now. But anyways, I'm testing my luck with ferns because I don't really know how it's gonna go. I've heard they can be kind of finicky, but this is a bird's nest fern. It's called a Victoria fern, and I just think she's pretty. Isn't she? And it's so cute whenever new babies come out and you can just see them unroll. It's so cute. And then down here on the other steps, I have a philodendron Brazil right here, and then I have another Brazil over here, and then a regular heartleaf philodendron on this side. And again, they can tolerate more low to medium light, and they're just vining plants, so I'm just gonna let them touch the floor, and then I will either cut them back and propagate those cuttings, or I will just let it trail the floor and then find like a newer, higher place to put it. We'll just see, because I tend to move plants around a lot. But up here, I have some really pretty trailing ones that are already getting super long. Sorry, I don't know what I was showing you over there. But these up here are my giant golden pothos. And they are also more like low to medium light. CJ literally has to get a ladder once a week to get those down so I can water them. But this one is a golden pothos. Sorry, I'm gonna attempt to show you without the ceiling fan being super in the way. The 2 in the middle, the right one is another heartleaf philodendron. The left is another philodendron Brazil. I'm just gonna let those kind of cascade down, and then another giant golden pothos, which is already getting super long, but they're great. My kitchen table, I have these 3 plants right now. I have moved these around so much, so I don't know what I'm actually gonna keep on my kitchen table, but These are syngoniums. This one is, I believe, just called a pink syngonium. The leaves come in a little bit. This one is a little bit more pink. Anyways, they can handle, again, more like low to medium light, and they're very quick growers. Mine are just growing up, but they actually do eventually vine, so that'll be cool once they start doing that. This is my blue star fern that I love. Oh, and there's a dead piece. Whoops. It happens. Oh my goodness, there's more. I need to see if this guy's dry. Ferns just do not like to be dry, so with this new journey with ferns, I need to make sure that I'm testing the soil a lot more with my little moisture meter. But anyways, it is just beautiful. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can't up next to this green syngonium, but it just has this blue tint to it, and it is just beautiful, and this thing will get huge too. And this is another white butterfly syngonium I have. And then over here in front of my window I have a few succulents. This I actually got from Florida whenever we were there from a neighbor. She has this plant, I think it's called a donkey ear succulent, I believe. But when it grows big off the tips of the leaves, it will start growing its own little babies. And this was actually a little baby off her mother plant, and it has gotten huge. So I keep this here. I let it completely dry out. It's in very like chunky, barky soil. So the water just kind of drains quickly through it. And right here I have a little variegated bear paw. I'm in love with this plant. I think it is the cutest little fuzzy plant. And then over here is my variegated string of hearts that I also love. I need to get, and there's a fly in it. Hello. I need to get a little, like a cuter pot, a cover pot or something for it, but I haven't figured out what I want to put it in, and it grows so slow, so I don't know. I don't know what I want to put it in yet, but this is, and I will put the name of this one on the screen as well. It's a Dracaena, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called, but it just is the coolest little, all these like curly trunks, and it's actually growing. I don't know if you can see this. It's growing a new, I don't know what you call this piece that's coming out of the trunk, but it's growing a new one, so that's exciting. And then over here I have my very first succulent basket, if it will focus, that I ever got. This one I got on Mother's Day, and I took some of the plants out because it was getting overcrowded because they were getting huge. And I had to like stake it up a little bit because these are going crazy. And they bloom the cutest little pink flowers. It's not open right now, but I don't think I have any that are open. No, I don't see any. But anyways, it's just a cute little basket. And in the front right here is a newer one. This is my Hoya Weidii that I think is really neat. And Hoyas need a lot of bright light, so it is sitting right in front of the window right here. So, but this one's new. It was actually just a couple of cuttings from somebody else's mother plant, so I have not had it very long, so I'll see how it does. But up here is my Hoya Crimson Queen that's actually loving this window. It keeps putting out these new pink and white leaves. Look how pretty that is. But there are so many new leaves on this thing because it is just loving. Like, look at these new ones with the pink and the green. It is beautiful. And they do bloom as well, but I don't have any blooms on mine yet. But that's my Crimson Queen. And over here, CJ actually mounted, I'm sorry if you hear the sound machine over there. CJ actually mounted these little floating terracotta pots for me. So in this one, I have this cute little, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. It's a Pilea glauca. I'll put it on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But it is growing like crazy. You can tell it's like reaching the window. It loves the sun. And you treat this one more like a succulent, so I do have to let it completely dry out in between waterings. But it's just these little itty bitty leaves, and they're adorable, and it's just going to just it wasn't a hanging basket, but I wanted it to go in this terracotta pot. So yeah, I just think it's adorable. And then I have my little confetti syngonium that's also super cute. Look at those leaves with a little pink splash. And this was tiny when I got it. It has grown a ton. And then I have, I'll just take it down so you can see it. Look how adorable this is. This is called a spider plant, and this is a Bonnie spider plant because it's curly. And these, when they get big, will actually shoot off, like off the ends of the leaves. They will start growing little baby versions of these. So it's so cute as it hangs down. I'll just insert a picture of a more mature one, but as it hangs down, it'll start to have all these little like spider babies, and it is adorable. I don't like the regular, I guess you want to call it, spider plant, but the curly Bonnie I think is adorable. Moving on to my sink area, I actually put this together. I got this planter. It's just like a plastic terracotta look. I bought a plant though from a lady, and I ended up taking it out of here, and I just thought this was so pretty in front of the sink. So I went to a nursery and got some more heartleaf philodendrons. You can probably see what one of my favorite plants are. And then this neon syngonium, like it is such a beautiful color of pink, and the backs are green. It's so cute. I love syngoniums. And then this over here is more of what I have on my front porch, the Tradescantia, and I have the white version in here, the regular green, and then all of this purple was what I was talking about. I cut it off my plant outside, and these are so easy to propagate. I literally just cut them off my plant and stuck them in this soil, and they root so fast. I mean, these have already grown a ton just from me putting it in here. So anyways, I just think that is beautiful. The philodendrons are going to cascade down. All of the wandering Jews going to cast down, and this syngonium will just continue to get more full, and eventually it will vine down. So I just kind of wanted, I just kind of wanted just a full long basket in front of my kitchen sink, but I am obsessed with it. And I think that is it for my kitchen. Yeah, there's not really anything else to talk about, but there is a lot more. This is maybe not even half the plants, so make sure you have your coffee and you're relaxing, because there's a lot more to see. Okay, I have to be quiet because the babies are sleeping, napping. But we're going into our guest bathroom, and I call this my Calathea bathroom. So when you first walk in, here are some shelves. CJ actually put these up for me, but I will quickly and quietly go through all the plants. This one is a Calathea orbifolia. This one is so cool. I think it's beautiful. It's a Calathea mosaica, and look at the detailing on these leaves, and it's like textured too. It is so cool, and it's shooting out 2 new babies, so I'm really excited about that plant. And these I'm actually selling because I cannot stand them. But anyways, they're strawberry begonias. They're super cute, and they also shoot off little babies. This one hasn't given me any babies, but it has grown a lot, so whatever. But anyways, I don't even like that they're up there. They bother me. This one is a Calathea, a rattlesnake Calathea, and it's really pretty. I love this plant. This one is I think it's called a feather Calathea. I can't think of its actual name, but all of these are so soft and fluffy. And I mean, I don't know. I can see why they call it a feather. And then up here on these shelves, I'll just go through one by one. I have a Freddie. And this was one of my first plants that I got, but it is a peacock. I don't know why that one new leaf decided to be a lot taller than the rest, but I am obsessed with this plant. I think it is so pretty. The foliage, and look at the back. Look at that. Like, it almost looks fake. It's so pretty. But that's a peacock calathea. This is my, I think it's called an ornata. Oh, look, and there's a baby. I think it's called an ornata, or a pinstripe calathea. So pretty. And then I have a calathea misto that's also, like, calatheas just look fake almost because they're so pretty. This one is so neat because it's like a lavender purple on all the underneaths of the leaves. And there's also a baby right there. I saw another one somewhere. Oh, right there. Look at that. So they are happy and growing in here. And then right next to that one, I have this one that I believe is called, what is it called? A beauty star. I think that's what it's called. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen, but it just has the prettiest little, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but the little lines are pink on these leaves. So, and then lastly, I have this guy, which was a really, oh, let me put it down. This one was really exciting. I think my sister found these in Nebraska, actually. But it's called a Zebrina. Look at that color. Like, it's insane how beautiful these plants are. And this one is actually velvety. And look at this new super bright leaf. They're so soft and velvety. But you will notice on calatheas, they will get some brown tips, and they require distilled water or filtered water. Or sometimes these spoiled things get rainwater that I collect. So they like to, I do let them dry out, but not completely between waterings. They do best if their soil is just a tiny bit moist. So I will literally stick my finger all the way in, and when just the tip of my finger is touching moist soil, I'll go ahead and water it. All of my plants, I don't just like top water them. I take them all to a sink or a bathtub, and I completely saturate the soil and let the water run out of it and completely drain out the bottom, and then I will put them back up in like their cover pots or baskets or whatever. But the calatheas are fun. They are all in that bathroom because they require a lot of humidity, and it's a little bit warmer in that bathroom. They'll start to drop leaves and get crispy and not be very happy if they're not getting the proper water, humidity, temperature, all of that stuff. So they're a little bit finicky, but they're all super happy and thriving in that bathroom. So if I get a calathea, it goes in that bathroom. Okay, so on to, I believe this is the last room, my bedroom, the last room in the house with a ton of plants. And I just want to show you, I'm going to turn down the monitor in case it's too loud. I have a lot of plants in here, guys. Okay, so the reason why I have most of my plants in my bedroom is because I have two, technically three, giant south-facing windows. And these plants get so much light all day long, and they love it in here. I'm gonna turn the fan off. So I'll just start over here. This one right here is another Dieffenbachia. This was actually a really fun find because this one is a little bit more rare. Look at the baby leaf. I love seeing baby leaves. But anyways, this one's called a reflector, and this one's a little bit harder to find, but Jordan actually found this at Suburban. But it just has the neatest, almost like black and lime green. The leaves are really cool, but this one was on sale because they just could not get it to, I don't know, it just wasn't doing well. There was like some crispy edges, but I still love it. It's not perfect, but no plant is. This one, excuse the ugly pot that it's in. It's still in the, there's nothing around it because I just got this recently at a Lowe's for $15, guys. Big box stores have the cheapest plants. And look at this new leaf. Look how pretty that is. It's giant. But this, anyways, this one's called a Philodendron Hope, or Salome, I think it's called. And I need to hurry because babies are waking up. This area, my windowsill, is all like propagations. So I do try to, not all, I guess. This one is a Peperomia prostrata, or string of turtles, which is freaking adorable. Look at that. And I have some lemon lime Maranta propagating over here. I have some fiddle leaf fig. This is a cutting from that marble pothos downstairs. Not pink princess. I wish I had a pink princess philodendron. This is a crimson princess Hoya. And then some succulents. I'm trying to propagate a ZZ plant out of leaf cuttings. These are some jade succulents all in here. And these guys are growing amazing. And these are, I think they're called Mother of Millions. And I will insert a picture here of the mother plant. But this one is the same as like the donkey ears. It grows into this giant succulent, and then on the rim of all the leaves, it grows its own little babies, and it like they all have little roots on them and everything, and so you can just pop it off and put it in some soil and then grow a whole other plant. So that's what I'm doing with those 5. And this guy, I don't know what to do with this guy. I don't know if I should just throw it away or what, give it to somebody. And I honestly don't even know what it is. I thought it was maybe a philodendron Rojo Congo. I don't know what it is, and it just looks so bad. This leaf just never opened, just decided it was just gonna chill rolled up. These have opened and look terrible. I just don't know what's wrong with this plant. It was a cutting off somebody else's plant. I paid like $5 for it. I put it on this moss pole hoping that it will grow up. We'll see what it does. Like, these beginning leaves look cool. And then it was like every leaf after that just does not look good. So I don't want to give up on it, but it's a little bit irritating how it looks. Anyways, moving on. Here over in the corner, I have this giant, beautiful Majesty palm. Hopefully you can see it. And there is actually a new leaf. Let me show you. All right there. Do you see that? Isn't that so neat? So this leaf actually just opened. So that's the newest leaf there in the middle. But I have a Monstera deliciosa right here, which also has a baby leaf that's opening. As you can tell, I love the baby leaves. This one was a baby leaf that just opened, and Charlie dug in with her fingernails. So, I mean, it happens when you have kids and plants. But I got this really cute little basket at IKEA that it's in. And I just kind of put this white ladder behind them because I thought it looked kind of cool. Okay, sorry, I had to get little one back to bed because he woke up. So, where was I? My Monstera deliciosa. And then I have this Aglaonema. And I will put the name up. I think it's called Sparkling Sarah. I believe that's what it's called. But it is just so pretty. These green and pink, and like it has a hot pink vein down the middle and these pink stems. I just think it's super cute. And I have this super cute ponytail palm. I think it's just adorable. And it's gonna get huge and I'll be able to just put it on the ground. Look at that. It needs a cover pot though, because that black pot is not the cutest. And then I have this beauty, which is a Alocasia Frydek. Look at this leaf. Look at that. And they're velvety green. Look at this new leaf. This is a beautiful plant. And then coming on over, I have this Alocasia Regal Shield, or elephant ear, that just put out this new leaf. And they're giant. Look at that. And I just think it's really cool. And I just have it in this little basket right here. And then this cool guy is a Schefflera elegantissima. And look how, I don't know, I just think this is the neatest. But I love this one. It is, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's kind of a dark green, black-ish little guy. These are the individual little leaves. I don't know if you can see it. But it's just so neat. I actually found this plant on one of, or I first like found out about it on Plantarina's YouTube. She has a bunch of these in her Florida bungalow, but hers are humongous, but I just have a little baby one, and I just think it's adorable. So, elegantissima. And this is not a plant. It is my new humidifier that I think it retails for somewhere around like $100 to $120, and I found it for $15 on Facebook Marketplace. So, this was a steal. And if we go up to the shelves, I will just quickly get through all of these plants, but this one is another golden pothos. It was labeled as a Hawaiian, but I don't think that it really is, because a Hawaiian, the stems would be more of a yellow color, and these ones are just green. So I think it's just a golden, but it's still pretty, so I have that there. This one is some kind of green syngonium. I don't know if it was an albo that just reverted back or what, but some kind of cute little green syngonium. I have this lemon lime philodendron. It's super cute. I'm just waiting for it to kind of vine down a little bit. This is my Cebu blue pothos or epiprimnum that I have, trying to encourage it to climb up this moss pole. So that one's pretty. And a Aralia tree that I got for $5 at a like antique like secondhand place, which is actually where I'm getting a ton of my plants because I'm addicted to it now. These ones are more syngoniums. They're just propagations that I have in this vase, and they are getting roots. I don't know if you can see those right there. And this one, like there's just a million roots on it. This one's actually Jordan's that I'm trying to get her to take and plant at her house. But this one is mine, and it just has a few little itty bitty roots on it. So this one is my chain of hearts or string of hearts, or I think it's called a Serapagii or Serapagia woodii. I'll put the name of it on the screen. But it is super long, and it is loving the light that it's getting in here. And all of these are new little baby leaves that it's blooming or growing. This one is a Dischidia impacta, I believe is what it's called. And it is also growing like crazy and loving this window. This one I think is a little bit more rare. We've seen this, Jordan and I have seen this at some nurseries with just maybe like one of these strands on some, they will put on a wood stake some sphagnum moss and encourage the plant to grow up so you can kind of hang it on the wall or somewhere. And just one of those strands growing on that, I believe, was $50. And I found that entire plant for 20 bucks at a nursery. So, but I have never seen one before. That was the only one that was there. So that was kind of a cool find. And then I'm not gonna get all these down, but this one on the end is, I think I said that name wrong. I'll correct it on the screen if I was wrong, but this one I think is a sparkling Sarah. That one is not. But this one is a Chinese evergreen or Aglaonema. I just got a little tiny one because the big ones are expensive. So I'm just gonna encourage that one to grow big. This one is a Hoya obovata, and I'm just gonna have to get them down because I just want you to see them all. Oh, and it's dripping water. Isn't that neat though? So I'm encouraging this one to also grow up, this little stake, because I think it looks really neat like that. And then the next one that I have, I need a ladder, is this. This one's kind of a more hard to find plant as well. It's a Monstera siltepecana, and this one will also vine and kind of grow like this one. I can encourage it to grow up like a moss pole, or I can put it in a hanging basket and just let it kind of cascade down or vine down. But this one is super happy and healthy, and I found it for super cheap. And then Jordan gave me this cute little cover pot for it. So that's that one. This one I'm not going to get down, but it is a Tetrasperma rhaphidophora, or Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, however you want to say it. And this little guy is a Philodendron micans, another one of my favorites. The leaves come in, I don't know if it's going to focus, but the leaves come in this pretty yellows and oranges and reds, and they're velvety and just have this really pretty sheen on them. But this one will also vine because it's a philodendron. This one is my Sansevieria whale fin, and this thing is huge, and it is growing a baby, and that is super exciting because this plant was $50. They're a little bit harder to find and take a long time to grow, and so they are a little bit more expensive. But this baby popped out a week or so ago, and it was super exciting because I've had it I've just had it forever. None of my plants I've had forever, but this one is a watermelon peperomia. Is that not the cutest plant you've ever seen? Literally look like little watermelons. Look at that. So cute. This is another one of my rare plants. It is a, I believe it's called a Monstera standeliana, and it is albo or variegated or whatever you want to call it, and there's a new leaf opening up. But this is a really cool, pretty plant. I'm hoping that the variegation comes back a little bit because that's the most variegated leaf that I have, and they've all just been kind of sparse with the variegation. But either way, even if it doesn't, I still like this plant, and it is a more rare, really expensive plant. So I was lucky to find it at a little hole in the wall out in the boonies nursery for $10. So I think it's also, another nickname for it is a philodendron cobra. I could be wrong, but this one on this cute little peacock chair is a Scindapsus. I believe that it's called a silver satin. It is pretty, just little silver splotches on it. And then if we move over here on this amazing headboard that CJ made, I have a Scindapsus pictus, which is, I believe it's an exotica or a silvery Ann. They look a lot alike, so I'm not exactly sure. My Syngonium albo, which has this beautiful variegation. This is my favorite leaf on it. And this is another, why can I not think of what this is called? I think it's called a Pearls and Jade pothos, or a pothos enjoy. Also, again, they look a lot alike, so people get them mixed up, but that one will just cascade down. I have a neon pothos and a jade pothos, which are both growing like crazy in here. So CJ loves it because those are his pillows, and after I water them, they have little water droplets like this. Can you see that? Little water droplets on the leaves, and they just drop at night right on his forehead, and he loves it. Thank you guys so much though for tuning in to my houseplant tour. I will continue to put up plant videos, but I'm going to make this a separate playlist so that if you are subscribed and only want to see our Young McDonald's family vlogs, you can do that. But I will have my plant mctropics playlist also if you are into the plant life with me. But I ordered a plant from Plantarina's website. Go check out her channel. It is amazing. I'm addicted to it. But I ordered a plant from her website that I'm so excited to get. It is a fern. So I will do another video unboxing that, which I should get that later this week. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up if you want to see more plant videos, and leave in the comments below which one of these are your favorites or what other videos you want to see in the future. And also subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you next time.